When carrying out a calculation that has more than one operation, we need to follow a certain order. And that order is set out by this word BIDMAS. So first of all, in your calculation, if there's any brackets, you must do those first. Then after that, the next thing you would do is index notation. And by that we mean like squares and square roots, or cubes and cube roots, etc. Then the next thing you do is you divide and multiply. So divide and multiply comes next. And then finally, the last thing that you always do if you have multiple operations is add and subtract. So let's look at a first example. So in this question here, we have got a multiply. A multiply, if you look at your BIDMAS, comes before add and subtract. So we're going to do our multiply first. So 3 times by 4 is 12. So we'll now be doing 15 plus 12, because 3 times by 4 is 12. So 15 plus 12 is 27. So you did your multiplication first, and then you did your adding second. Let's look at our next example. So in our next example, we've got some brackets, so we must do what's in the brackets first. So in this case, we're going to do 15 take away 6 first. And 15 take away 6 is 9. So that is a value of 9. So we're now going to do 9 times by 4, because we're doing the multiply last. And 9 times by 4 is 36. Right, in our final example, we have got a multiplication, add, and then another multiplication. Multiplication comes first, so we need to do both of these multiplications first. So 5 times by 2 is 10, and 6 times by 7 is 42. So we have 10 plus 42, so we're going to do our adding now, which is the last thing we do, and 10 plus 42 is 52. So remember, when you're doing a sum with multiple operations, you need to follow the rule of BIDMAS. Do your brackets first, any powers come second, and then multiply and divide, and always last add and subtract.